Lala with Put It in My Mouth podcast. This is Flavors of New York, and I'm whispering because we are in Flushing, Queens at a new speakeasy called IYKYK, or If You Know, You Know. And apparently, I don't know yet, so I'm going to ask the owner which one it is. I am sitting here with the owner, Mack Chen. Okay, question. Is it IYKYK or If You Know, You Know?
It's If You Know, You Know.
So, okay, say the words, not just the letters.
Oh, we do both. We do both. It's IYKYK, and people ask us, what does IYKYK?
Because I want to know.
Exactly.
Right?
And then we go, If You Know, You Know.
And now I do know.
Yeah.
I feel so much smarter. Okay, so, little hidden spot. I like the entrance. It's kind of cool. It's like, oh, where is it? There it is. How long have you been here? Since January?
We just opened January 31st, was our grand opening.
What inspired you to open a little speakeasy?
Well,
in this neighborhood?
Flushing has been like my hometown. You know, I grew up in Chinatown in New York, in Manhattan, and then we moved to Flushing. And I've been a bartender for years, always in the food industry with my family. One thing I hated was that Flushing didn't have good bars. I bartended on Bell, I bartended in Flushing, I had a couple bars in Flushing. Flushing usually has the Chinese bars where it's just bottle service and you mix like Hennessy and green tea.
Right.
But that's in the back in the day. Now, you know, the movement's changed. Now it's all about batch cocktails, quality stuff that you want to drink without getting a hangover. I wanted to bring Manhattan to Flushing.
I love that.
Without, everyone always goes, it's almost like Manhattan. I want it to be, it is like Manhattan.
It's a very cool space. I feel like I could be in Manhattan. I love how compact it is, but you've made great use of the space. The dim lighting, the booths are super cozy and sexy.
Yeah,
so
that's what we were going for. Yeah. So sort of like a date spot and a chill environment for, you know, your friends to all hang out. Like, I like booze because you're more intimate with people. I feel like now that we're older, we don't want to be in that loud, raucous, you know, screaming, you know, all that, doing shots. I mean, there's nothing wrong with shots. I love
There's
shots.
a time and a place for a little shot action, but
but you know, I feel like as we're getting older, you want to connect with your friends, and time is very limited, right? As we get older, you know, all my friends have families, you know, and whatever spare time they can get, we try to squeeze the most out of it. And this, I think, is what we're trying to go for.
So I'm standing here and I'm looking, and you have an insane single malt list, Japanese whiskey list, bourbons, and then this tequila list is out of control.
Yeah.
I love that this little speakeasy has really quality bottles. Tell me about what's going on here.
So I drink mostly whiskey and tequila, and I think the emergence now is tequila.
Hi, I'm Lala.
I'm Sabrina.
Nice to meet you, Sabrina. You're beautiful. This bar is gorgeous. Love all your little accoutrements.
Thanks to Mac.
Mac designed the place, right?
Yes, he did.
So here is our double smashburger.
Spin it around.
This is our popcorn chicken, our version of it. I'm trying to do a little homage to Taiwanese popcorn chicken.
Burger looks fantastic. This chicken looks so crispy and delicious. The lumpia with, you said crawfish and crab?
Crawfish, crab meat, shrimp, and pork.
So fun. And then the oysters.
Oysters are from Oyster Pond in Greenport, I believe. They're in Long Island, so they're local enough. It's like an hour and a half drive.
Every sexy bar should have oysters in my opinion.
You have to.
So thank you. It looks like a house-made cocktail sauce.
Yep. So it's chili, garlic, and horseradish.
Cheers, friends.
How is that?
That yuzu.
Cakes, right?
Oh my god.
Right?
The citrus.
Perfect.
It like livens it up so much. That is beautiful and perfect, and I'm obsessed. I would drink that.
This is the Almost Manhattan.
Oh my goodness.
Miso Gold Rush. Velvet Moon. And the Kiss and Tell.
Bar is sexy, the oysters are sexy, the people are sexy, and the cocktails are sure as hell sexy.
Oh, wait till
I'm
you drink
sensing a vibe here, Mac. What cocktail would you recommend I start with?
I want to. Well, since we're bringing Manhattan here, I would start with. It's almost a Manhattan.
All right, we're going with the Manhattan.
Almost.
Gorgeous. The almost Manhattan?
Yeah,
That's what it's called?
Layered, yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Cheers. Perfect. Perfect. I love that. Man, there is such a good reason for this being such a beautifully classic cocktail, and you made it brilliantly. Thank you so much.
Just trying the miso gold rush afterwards.
Yes.
So you still get the aroma of the burned rosemary. Kind of plays in with the savoriness of the miso, paired with the honey and also chrysanthemum.
Love the nose on it. So nice. Love that you added the lemon zest as well. And a cocktail with miso, that's so up my alley. Really get the umami at the end. It comes through really beautifully. And this is a messy boy.
That's what
That's
we
okay.
wanted.
That's okay. Thank you. Thank you. That meat is so good. The flavor of the meat. We're talking how good the meat from
Well, Meat Hook has everything.
from Meat Hook is.
It's a nightmare to go from Queens to get to Brooklyn to pick up from them. But every time I'm driving out there, I remind myself it's worth it. Every time I take a bite, I eat that at least once a week.
I mean, look at me. Covered in this barbecue sauce, and I don't even care.
It's
Because
delicious.
It's delicious, and I'm
Yeah.
going back for more. See how crispy this is? I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you hear how crispy that is? Yo, what spices are we putting in there? That's delicious.
So it's a blend of Taiwanese salt and pepper, 5-spice, a little Cajun. Our batter is batter with beer. And it's a very, very light potato starch as well.
This is the kind of food that you want to eat when you're drinking. Fried food with salty drinks, like this is exactly what I want to eat too. All of
Exactly.
these things are exactly
So
what I
you
want to
start off with either, this is the way I look at it. You get off work at 5 o'clock, right? You haven't had something to eat yet. You stop in the bar, get something to eat, and then start drinking. Or you come straight, start drinking, and then afterwards you realize you haven't eaten yet, and now you start eating some good food. And then it keeps you going.
And keep drinking. So tell me what this one
This
is.
one is the Velvet Moon,
Velvet
which is my favorite. It is a clarified pina colada. It's a simple,
clarified
simpler.
milk punch, coconut rum,
Mhm.
some coconut water, some pineapple, and
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Like Curtis.
Tell me, yes.
Essentially, it's a clarified pina colada with our take into it. It's homemade falernum in there with fresh lemon zest, almonds as well. And then we add coconut water, great pineapple juice, 2 types of rum, dark rum and a white rum. And then we clarify it using lactate, so it's dairy. It's good for people who are lactose intolerant.
Thinking about your dietary restrictions here as well.
Well, you know, most Asians are lactose intolerant, so this is the best way to do it.
All right, we got a little lumpia filled with all the things.
Isn't that
Y'all are
delicious?
killing it. Seriously. The crab, the pork, the shrimp, it's all coming through.
Yeah.
It's crunchy. What a bite. The kiss and tell. You had me at yuzu. Tell me what else is in this beautiful cocktail.
So that essentially is a tequila-based cocktail. We blend it with fresh grapefruit juice, a touch of yuzu, and then some shiso syrup. So shiso is a Japanese mint, very fragrant, floral. So when you add that into it, it's such a perfect combination.
Shiso is one of my favorite things.
So we want you to drink it and then tell everybody else. So
Y'all, am I supposed to pick a favorite? Because all of these are
you
so
can't.
now.
That's why when you ask me which is my favorite, I can't tell you one. I love them all, right?
And also obsessed with grilled oysters.
There we
So
go.
I feel like I need to have one
we
now.
gotta dive into this.
It's time. These are huge,
yeah.
by the way. Big Macked it up. I love that. Oh my god. Do you see this? Do you see this? Pure enjoyment from myself. Dear God, yes.
Am I giving Nola a run for their money?
Seriously.
I'm trying.
Yeah. The oyster, the butter, the garlic. I mean, the breadcrumbs, the parsley. It's just the perfect little vessel.
I can't take all the credit for it. Oyster Pond, but they, if it's not for their oysters, I don't think it would have come out. We tried 5 different types of oysters before I settled down with them. So
Well, this is great because it's a deep shelled oyster, and that's
then
why
you
it
can
works.
drink-
And then you can drink.
this afterwards. And so we had the panko crust. A lot of people use breadcrumb, but to keep homage to the Asian theme, we use the panko, and I feel like it adds a little extra to it. Right?
So good. It's so good. I could cry. It's so good. Yeah.
Hi, best afternoon ever. Now that I know, I know. So if you know, you
Now
know.
you know.
And now I know. All thanks to Kurt and Sabrina and Mac. Seriously, I cannot stress enough. The cocktails are so beautiful and thoughtful. Your brain is amazing. The food is excellent. The space is sexy. The people are dope. You guys, cheers. Thank you all
Salud.
so much for having me. I
Thank
wish
you so
I lived
much.
closer, truly.
We might do delivery.
Cheers to that.
Just for you.
Thank you guys so much. For Flavors of New York, I'm Lala. This is the crew here at If You Know, You Know.
Thanks, guys.
And now you guys know too. Cheers. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.